Hey guys, welcome to Rising Vibrations. I'm Inga. This reading is called You're Dead to Me. So why can't I let go? What am I still holding on to? You could have broken up a month ago, a week ago, a year ago, or even years ago, but you still have somehow some unfinished business with a person who you no longer want in your life, but you can't forget about some of the events or things that happen. I feel like this is more of a reading for people who had like an information blackout. Things kind of ended abruptly, you didn't have details, or there were things left unsaid. So let's go ahead and leave it there. If you guys enjoy the reading, hit the thumbs up button, and thanks for joining. Take care. Bye bye. This is for Pisces. You're dead to me. Whether you're a Pisces sun, moon, rising, Venus, and you have another person who should be dead to you, but you still keep thinking about them and you don't know why. You may have broken up years ago. You don't want them to be a part of your life, but somehow they're still with you. When you have a quiet time, you're going back to them, you're thinking about them, and you might even be dreaming about them. And you just want them out of your life or out of your mind. So you could be a Pisces who feels this way about someone else. Or you can have been dealing with a Pisces who you feel like should be dead to you, but they're not. Look, the karmic background and the core issue. I've already shuffled the cards. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have this card of depression. And this is the energy of Scorpio, Capricorn. It's looking at the worst side of everything. Woe is me. Life could have just not been in a good situation while you were together with the Pisces, whether you're the Pisces or you were together with the Pisces. Like, you just had, you guys were just both, it seems like you were both going through a rough time, or you met each other where one or the other of you were going through a rough time. And this was a major driver in the relationship, a bit of sadness, a bit too much sadness in the root of the relationship. And going through hard times together, and not enough pleasurable time together. So just being there for each other, and this became the main core of the relationship, is a bit of sadness around everything all the time. So what were the past feelings and emotions and attitudes between the two of you? On your side, we have the Two of Wands, and on that other person's side, whether they're the Pisces or you are, we have the Seven of Swords. So this is not intentional, but somebody was really relying on the pain. They got addicted to it, where there's issues around addiction here. So it could even be a couple where you guys each have some kind of an addiction and you are going through that, but then one person breaks out and the other person doesn't. The other person can't break out. It doesn't seem intentional. Even if it's an emotional victim mentality or victim situation, the person can't seem to break out of it. They try, but they can't. So one person is moving up or moving on, evolving emotionally, it seems to me, and the other person is still stuck. They're not moving out of this at the same time. So someone is feeling left behind and maybe even trying to pull the other person down or back. What actions finally caused the breakup? On your side, we have Major Arcana of the World. You see moving on, getting on, evolving, moving past something, looking forward to the future, letting something go, even letting pain go. And on their side, we have the Seven of Swords, and now we have the Seven of Wands. So one person is clearly still struggling in all of this. They're not moving along and progressing and getting better at the same time. Better from what? It could be better from anything. Is something that you shared. Maybe you didn't have the same situation, but you felt the same way about it. And then someone's ready to let it go and trying to convince the other person and show them different ways how they can let it go with the Two of Wands and the Major Arcana of the World, but the other person can't do it. They're still struggling with this Seven of Wands. So what you may not know in all that situation, on your side, we have the King of Wands, and on their side, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. It's too much. I have to see if I can. So if you're still bothered by this and you feel like the person is dead to you, but you can't get away from them, whether you're the Pisces or not, I think what's driving that would be something that appears to be like one person could have been stronger than the other always in that case. So they were going to always have to carry the relationship. Um, Even if they didn't want to, it could be also if it was a situation where one person couldn't work or refused to work or was unemployed, that they would finally get a job. So again, evolve, they would grow up if they were forced to, or if, so this is like codependency, one person carrying the brunt of things and enabling the other person, and as soon as they step away with major arcana, the world and the King of Wands, either the other person and the Seven of Wands is going to rise or fall. They're going to stand up for the occasion, or like this is tough love. This is what I'm trying to say, something like tough love. So if you did not administer tough love, this could be the contention of guilt or problems where you're still thinking about that person, that you think I should have been tougher, or maybe I was codependent, especially if you can still see that their life isn't getting on or going well. You feel responsible. You're feeling responsible for the damage that they're sustaining in their life and in their stability. You may feel like I left them on their own and now they've really fallen down, or they really need help and they need me back. So you're dealing with issues of codependency with the Pisces energy. What could have changed the situation? On your side, we have major arcana, the Chariot, and on their side, we have the Six of Swords. My goodness. Oh, this is just so confused now, because we already talked about that. Like if you would have administered tough love and let them fail. And then with the Six of Cups, they could have learned more lessons from their own failure. But this is someone who doesn't want to let the other person fail. They want to carry them through, whether that's emotionally, psychologically, physically. One person is waiting for the other to fall so that they can pick them back up, even with the major arcana, the Chariot. But they're not getting on with their own life with the Two of Wands, and they're really limiting themselves because they're taking so much time and care to prop someone else up. So where this is all headed in the final advice, on your side, we have major arcana, the Fool, and on their side, we have major arcana, the Devil. 8. This is really like just, if you're out in your way, maybe it's not a good idea for you to go back, no matter how dependent you feel like this person is on you, because however much progress that you made, they will pull you back in, and you're going to be in this major arcana with the World in a vicious cycle or circle of loss and or destruction. So if you get away from that, no matter how guilty you feel, you probably had to, because people do what they want to do, and whatever they're doing, you couldn't convince them to do otherwise, because people do what they want to do. It doesn't matter what they're doing. They want to do it. You can't make someone want to get better. You can't make someone want to change. That could be in everything. Use a noun, person, place, or thing. Whether they're using a drug or don't want to get a job, or they keep changing their job or changing their mind, or just not stable. You can't make someone be stable with this 10 of Pentacles, and you can't make someone feel the way you feel with this 6 of Cups. I'm going to pull 2 more for the final advice. On your side, we have the 9 of Pentacles. You see that's above the major arcana of the Fool. This is someone who is going it alone. They have to do it on their own on both sides and find their own way to have peace and stability in their life with this 2 of Wands. On their side, they have major arcana, the Star. This is somebody who needs to find their own way. They need to have their own failures. They need to learn their own lessons. You know, that's the thing. What's the point here? It could be a family, a friend, a child, doesn't matter, a lover, husband, wife. You can see somebody heading in a not good direction, and you want to help them and tell them, hey, watch out, because I know where this is going. And usually the person is going to be mad and say, don't tell me what to do. I'm going to do it my way with the 7 of Wands. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Why do you do that? Because you want to save that person time. You want to save that person energy. But if the person wants to make their own mistakes and their own failures, they can do it. The only thing you're trying to do is save them time. But if they want to take their time and learn their lessons, they can. That's what's happening in the major arcana of the Star. It's a person who has to take their own hard knocks and learn their own lessons. And essentially, they have to pick themselves back up and heal from whatever damage they caused to their life. And in essence, if you're trying to help them, you might be hindering them. If you're trying to help them and they don't want the help, or they don't want this direction, or to learn from your mistakes. This was a hard one to get out, guys, on that. So sorry if, I'm just trying to get it out right. So finally, the final advice for you, just 1 card. We have the Ace of Coins. It's the Ace of Earth. Live for you. Maybe you have to look at some issues there, whether you're the Pisces or this is towards the Pisces, as if to you, that you just can put the focus on yourself and not outside yourself. And if you don't want to put the focus on yourself, why not? Sometimes when you're trying to help other people, it's because you don't want to look at yourself, or there's some dynamic of that here. And maybe this will help free you from this connection that you want to break, is if you look at why you were in that situation and how you can bring the focus back on you and your life, and maybe have someone doing these things for you, that they really care about you, but that you're both starting off on an equal footing with the same ideals about the relationship, and no one needs something, no one needs somebody, that you're just together and in it, you're mutually stable, and you're both available emotionally to drive the relationship. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there because it's just too much information and it's very hard for me to parse through and bring the message across. So I think it's time to stop. I hope you guys did enjoy the reading. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. You guys take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.